Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of Celebrity Birthdays. And this one I already mentioned in the previous one for Donald Berta, so you probably know about this one. Plus the fact that the title name is always shown in every YouTube video in the world. So let's get started, okay? Anyway, today is January 5th, 2017, which means it's the 58th birthday of Clancy Brown. Clancy is very well known for a lot of villain roles, especially ones with very deep voices. In fact, the reason he did a lot of the villain roles is because of how big he is, how wide he is, and his deep voice. And I have to say, I would have done the same thing if I were a director. And there are a few roles that I know him for. I even know him for one of my favorite movies when I was a child, which was Annabelle's Wish, as the lawyer or sheriff, and I used to really love that. But there's been so many roles I know, especially as Mr. Krabs in the SpongeBob series, which I grew up with as well. But he was also in The Little Mermaid 2: Return to the Sea as Undertow, the minion for Morgana, the main villain of the film. I've seen him in a lot of TV shows before, especially in SpongeBob SquarePants, which I actually mentioned before. Anyway, I actually thought he did a really good job, especially as Mr. Krabs. But he's also appeared in a lot of video games, most of them villains, other times helping hands. Anyway, the roles I know him the most were Dr. Neo Cortex and Uka Uka in the Crash Bandicoot series. But he wasn't the first voice actor for Dr. Neo Cortex. In the first game, Cortex was voiced by Brendan O'Brien, who also did Crash Bandicoot. And other characters in the game. And I gotta say, he still did a great job in that game. Anyway, in Crash Bandicoot 3, as well as the other games like Crash Bash and Crash Team Racing, he did Uka Uka. The third game I actually had before, but we lost it years ago. I especially love the game over screens in Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3. Don't get me wrong, the first game was good too, because it was kind of a chase scene between both Crash and Cortex, so why not like it? Anyway.
Play again, Crash. Game over. When will you ever learn, you miserable bandicoots?
So Clancy Brown, I hope you had a great birthday, and I really love your deep voice. I hope you still enjoy voice acting to this day. After all, who can resist your deep voice anyway? Even I can't. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video if you're seeing this, so happy birthday to you. And here's my impression of Cortex and Uka Uka. Game over. Play again, Crash.
Game over.
When will you learn, you miserable bandicoots?